What's going on, everybody? Mike here. Welcome back to Tahoes and Turbos. Today we are heading back to Watrous to check out their Heritage Museum, as well as I think we're going to go head down and check out Manitou. I go there every year, as you guys know, for the car show, but I've been planning this trip here for a while for me and Haley to go down to the spa, and we figured while we're there, we'd check out the museum, the Heritage Center, all that for you guys, just to kind of... We were going to check it out anyway, so I figured we'd bring you guys along for the drive and show you guys kind of some of the sights. So it's been really storming and lots of craziness happening lately. I've been having to replace graphics cards and stuff like that in my computer because of just craziness and videos being late and a whole bunch of stuff on other channels, and it's just been like... So I apologize if there's like an influx in videos coming, just because there's a lot to do, a lot of stuff backed up. I've got a video that I was doing before this one even, so it'll kind of be weird. So, but anyways, it's a beautiful day today for a drive. It's about just under 100 here in the shop. We got the Tahoe here. We're not taking the Tahoe. We're going to take the Denali. I got to check the tire pressure. That's why we're starting the video in the shop before we go. But yeah, we've been having some crazy rains, as you can see. It's been like kind of flooding into my shop here, because I've been after somebody to come clean my eaves, and I haven't been able to get somebody, just because I don't balance well on ladders. So, a little bit of a garden update for y'all folks here. Got some turnips coming up, there and there and there and here and there. We got the tomatoes are coming nice. The potatoes are just, doing potato things. So... I haven't weeded it or anything for a few days because it's been just wet. The carrots are coming nice. The radishes are coming good. Coming around here. The peas are not bad. I got my dill in between each one of them. But yeah, these are peas, and I have them with the cages so that they kind of do this. And this one here grew here wildly, so that's why it's here. And that's why we decided to put peas here. So... everything's coming good. Yeah, this is how much rain we got last night. About a half-inch rain. Not bad. So that's just last night. Like, we've been having huge storms for like the last week and a half. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get the tire pressure all figured out here on the Denali. This is actually a really nice SUV. Like, it really is. Just gotta find the center caps for it. So, but trying to find any of the parts for these things are hard as hell. Anyways, like I said, we'll do the tires and then we'll hit the road. We'll see you guys probably maybe in Watrous, or I'll pick up the camera while we're driving somewhere and show you guys some road stuff. But until then, I'll see you guys there. Alright folks, as you can see, we've spawned here at the Watrous Manitou Beach Heritage Center. Just went inside, did a quick walk around to kind of get a lay of the land, and it is awesome. I've got Haley with me today, because we're going to head down to Manitou when we're done here, to show you guys what it's like down there as well. But let's, when you get here, we'll just show you guys kind of what it's like, and then we'll check it out. So as you guys can see, Monday to Friday, 11 to 3. So they have tours and stuff like that quite often there. So. Provincial office building. Yeah, there's a tour today, actually pretty soon here. So, but when you walk in, this is how you're greeted. It's a really nice building. So here's how it's kind of laid out. First floor is trains, engines, license plates. Second floor, you got your stories of Manitou and Watrous, which is really cool, really set up. We spent a lot of time up there, eh? Also, tell the people what we saw on our way here.
We saw Batman.
Yeah.
In the Batmobile too.
Yeah, not a word of a lie. We pulled on the 2 highway and we saw a weird vehicle and we're like, what the heck? So we didn't think nothing of it. A couple miles down the road, we see it pulled over and a dude outside, and we're like, what the heck? So as we drive by, it's Batman in the Batmobile. So it was pretty darn cool. And then when we got to Watrous, the guy actually followed us here, and he's driving around waving at folk and stopping. He's pretty cool. The guy dressed like Batman on a Saturday. What do you think of that, Haley?
Batman's awesome.
Yes. Okay, anyways, when you walk in the main foyer here, this is going to be a long video because this is an amazing place. We got brine shrimp and stuff. This is a lot to do with what we got going on here because it's, you know, gives you guys a little bit of an idea of what to expect. I'm not going to be mentioning any dates or any kind of info because this stuff is stuff I have no idea about, even though I've been coming here my whole life. So the pools and stuff, we'll see some pretty cool models upstairs. So you guys stay tuned. But anyways, when you come here, first thing you want to do is you ring this doorbell, and then we'll go in and we'll show you guys the first floor, then we'll go up. While we wait for them to come and let us back in, this lets you know reception info is in there, offices, washrooms, exhibits are up the stairs here, and then there's also elevators, so which is pretty cool. Oh, here they are. All right, now when you come in, you got the reception area right there. The guest book, as you guys know, we always sign. We got a bunch of pamphlets and stuff here of other stuff, like we've got other museums in the guide, so it's pretty cool. So we've got some trinkets and stuff to buy. So sorry. And then we'll start, I guess, over here.
Oh, hi, how are you?
And then we'll head upstairs. So,
We're going upstairs first.
no, we'll start down here and we'll go upstairs. So, we got all the provincial park stuff. Because as you can see, this is a heritage museum. You guys can pause and read at any time. Camp Easter Seal plays a huge part in this as well. So, but here's their hay wagon. Pretty cool. Gives you a little bit of history on the person that made it. Pretty neat. So then we got all of the different plates, which you guys see. We go to a lot of different places and they have a lot of different, like the porcelain plates and stuff like that, which are amazing. I'm still trying to think, when is the earliest plate that we've seen? I think it was like a 1908 plate, maybe, or 1913.
1913.
Well, this could be the earliest plate that we've seen so far. So, pretty cool. It tells you all about the Sask plate stuff, and we got where it is. The BA station. Like, Watrous has got a huge history, folks. A huge history. It's an amazing community. I mean, like I said, I've been coming here my whole life, and this place has been around since, what they say, 2019, I believe?
Yes.
So, if you're here, it's well worth the trip. So here, we got a bunch of scale models that were in Macintosh. Here, I'll pause it, and you guys can read that. And then we'll just take a look at these beautiful works of art. And again, I know nothing about, but this stuff is cool. Oh, that is so cool. Case steam tractor. The locomotive. Jeez. All other parts made by hand. Wow. The craftsmanship, eh?
That doesn't seem very safe.
To make that by hand. Holy jeez. Wow. There we got another motor, and I believe that's the OJ Macintosh 2018 would be the name. That's cool. Oh, paddle ship. It's almost like the one we saw at Moose Jaw. This is neat. Wow. I'm sorry, folks. I'm like geeking out. This stuff is amazingly done. I don't think it. A steam room of a tugboat cutaway. Like, I don't think. I don't know. You guys gotta be here to appreciate this. You really do. Another big one. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Built between 65 and 72. Holy jeez. Wow. And then the rocket. Stevenson rocket. Yeah. She just knew how to pronounce it properly, and she's not even around here. That's funny.
My friend's last name is Stephenson.
That is so cool. Alright, then we come into the Saskability stuff for Camp Easter Seals. I believe they said it's the 75th anniversary. So, and as somebody who's, you know, I guess you'd call me, I guess I'd be crippled. This is an amazing organization. So that is cool. Bobby Orr. That is so neat.
Is that like for a kid?
So, yeah, there's gonna be some things that might shock some people up here right away, but that's the Yorkton Snow. Oh, that's so neat too.
Dad, how does somebody
Yorkton
walk?
Snoworama.
Don't you need like a foot? Like a.
No, and these are the prosthetics, and then the arms and
What's
stuff.
this thing?
What's what thing?
This thing.
That it's a device.
Does it like restrain the crazy or
It
something?
goes right there.
Oh.
It helps your legs.
Oh.
I think it like helps maybe straighten your legs, maybe.
Well, that doesn't look too straightening. It looks
I'm
like
not
it's
sure.
going, whoa.
Yeah, not too sure, kiddo.
Oh.
Like I said, there's a lot of the stuff that I'm not aware of, but it's amazing, amazing stuff. All the art.
Hey, this was written using
See?
a typewriter.
This guy does graphic work and
This was written with a typewriter. Because nobody has that good of writing.
yes, this is all the old Camp Easter Seals, kind of. That's cool. That is so cool. A bottle of lake water. That is neat. Yeah, when we get upstairs and I'll tell you guys, you can see more about the whole Manitou stuff. You guys are gonna love it. It's insane. I love this place. You know, the old Roxy. Oh, so many memories here. The little Manitou chalet. Like, you can imagine just coming here and like going for dinner or some places like that. Like, so we had the car show. You guys know every year we have the Watrous car show, so we'll be coming back for that. But we wanted to come today to come and do just a dedicated video on this amazing place. It's because every time we come here, we're always so rushed by the show that we never get a chance to actually take in the sights. So we decided that this time we're gonna. Like, all these paintings are just all amazing. I love them. Okay, now let's yeah, now head up the stairs here through this amazing mural. But first, I'd like to thank all the donors that have helped. You guys can pause it at any time. That have helped keep this amazing place going. So, all right, yes you can. You ready? Let's go. All right, we're in the elevator. Well, and this is cool. Like a museum that has an elevator. It's not. No, sorry, a heritage center.
How come 9 people
Not,
in here?
yeah, this isn't a museum. It's a
9
heritage
persons.
center. Yeah, 9 persons. Okay, coming off the elevator. As always, we're gonna go this way. Awesome mural as well on the back of that. Start here. Some amazing.
It's so pretty. Pretty.
You guys can pause that and read it. Yes, this is what we're going. This is where we're heading right away. The beautiful lake.
Very beautiful.
Like that picture right there is absolutely amazing. So, and all the different treaty zones. We're in Treaty 6 right now. We're from Treaty 4, but we're in Treaty 6 right now.
This is pretty. Yeah.
So, these are, if you guys are interested in the treaty boundaries of the First Nations, here you guys go. I was always wondering as well how it worked, but now I see Treaty 6 and Treaty 4 are like right there. So, boundary uncertain for Treaty 7. Kind of just wherever, I guess. So, okay. Let's welcome to Manitou Beach. We're gonna start right here because it's the shortest. Show you guys some of the things let me zoom in. Some of the things that have been discovered here, like, you know, woolly mammoths, 12,000 years old. That'd be around the time of the Younger Dryas impact, which wiped out everything. So that would make sense why it's 12,000 years old. Here you guys go. You can pause that if you want. And read it anytime. So then we got some more stuff here. Bison and cattle, how you can tell their teeth apart, because there's a lot of bison in the area. Plains bison as well found here. That's because the buffalo jumps and all that. Yeah. Alright, and then right here, we got some more. The teepee rings and the first, oh, sorry for the glare. It's hard to film this kind of stuff. So, okay, let me zoom back out. Maybe it'll help. Okay, then we'll go here and we'll talk about the lake that we're. All right, you guys can pause to read if you want. But this place is absolutely amazing. It's not that big. And this is over here where we're gonna be. And like, you know, there's all of that lake not used, but it's over here, right? Yeah, so it's absolutely beautiful. Here's all the glacial spillway stuff. Last Mountain River, Nokomis, and how it just, you know, did what it did, I guess. Sorry for the zoom, I was trying to read. So what makes it salty? Here you guys go. Yeah, this is a crazy place. Manitou Lake is saltier. It's the saltiest in Canada. And it ranks between 7 and 10 in the world. So, pretty crazy. It's on this list, eh?
Yeah, very crazy.
Little Manitou Lake. It's on the same list as the Great Salt Lake, Dead Sea, Red Sea.
Mediterranean Sea.
That is amazing. So here we got Little Manitou First Nations, because of course any kind of special place you're gonna have First Nations there instantly, because it's sacred and they want to protect it. So
Watrous.
yeah, no, there's sweats.
So basically we're here.
Oh, the teepee rings were for the sweats and for the teepees and stuff. And here's some more info.
Rick Butler.
Yeah, and then we got all the more artifacts on the Fargo family farm. Wait,
Fargo?
my teacher growing up in grade 7 and 8 was a Fargo, and his family was from here. And he's a taco. This is from his family farm.
Mr. Fargo.
Yeah.
Hey, you've talked about him before.
Yeah, he's only. We need to talk about this place all the time. All the time.
You said he was awesome. Did he know John Fargo?
Probably.
Wow.
His name, because my teacher's name was Ken.
Ken?
Yeah.
Cool. Is he dead now?
I'm not too sure, Haley. That's not something that I really is appropriate for the videos. But that is so cool.
I would say you should get in touch with him again.
If it is, yeah, if it is, I might reach out, because I know his son is
Alive.
also a Ken. So,
Wow.
but yeah, Mr. Fargo, sorry, Ken owns a ceramic tile place now.
He's not a teacher no more?
This is cool. Okay, you guys read that stuff? That's awesome. All this hammerstone. This is all stuff from the farm. Pretty much. That's so cool. So I'd be worried about my farm then being a native burial site. If you find all this stuff on your farm, there's obviously like a native town, or at one point, or a village. If you're finding this many artifacts So it makes you wonder if there's got to be dead, buried chiefs and stuff on there
You're
too.
telling me that every rock is an artifact?
Like, that is crazy. Well, to find... Okay, Haley, what's crazy is that this gentleman uncovered all of this on his land.
So they're just rocks that are artifacts?
No, those aren't rocks. Those are arrowheads and stuff.
What's an arrowhead?
Oh, your mom failed. Sorry,
I don't
folks.
see her very much, man. She doesn't tell me nothing. I don't see her.
An arrowhead is something that you attach to a spear and you chuck it at an animal to kill it. See how it's pointy? And then if they're kind of indented like that, that's where you tie the string around. I think it's the spear things.
Those sure as heck don't look like those.
And for arrows, they're for arrows too. Those are arrow tips, I think.
Oh.
Most likely those are arrows because they're so small. Well, they're broken. A lot of them are flint and stuff like that, Haley.
Oh.
That is so cool. I gotta, you know what? We gotta go to the. I gotta take you to the Regina Museum. That's next, I think.
No, I think I've been there
So
before.
this is beautiful. Except for I think these people are sick or something. Oh, I know.
Yo, they have
I know.
anorexia.
No, they're sick, so they brought them to the healing waters of Manitou to help them. I got it. I understand this painting.
No
Is the
way.
medicine man, chief, yeah, and then the nurses or whatever ladies. Except for what's this going on here? Is that a dude or a chick? I think that's a dude.
It's a dude because if it was a girl, I'd be wearing a dress.
Somewhat, but like, see, that one's wearing a dress, and
And-
so is that one, but that one's wearing pants. See what I mean?
Dad, I'd like to point something out.
Oh, and they were dragging people. You can see they drag them.
That would not be a
There's
woman.
drag
If it was
marks.
a woman, they would at least have a shirt on.
That's cool. I like that painting.
Let's just be real here.
Okay, next. Yeah, here you go, Haley.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at that like 5 minutes ago.
This is why we come to museums, folks, because it's amazing. Okay, now here's all the what's like the properties and stuff. We'll start here, I guess, and we'll work our way around. So this lake is it's pretty crazy.
What are those?
Like, we'll pull these over and you guys can read them.
That's so cool.
You can pause at any time. So all these different doors. Yeah, and the little brine shrimp. Well, you know what brine shrimp are?
Sea monkeys.
Yeah, they're sea monkeys. Yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah. That's why you bathe after. Same with here. The little. The brine shrimp. Look at all those brine shrimp. That's crazy. It's impossible to sink. Which is true. It is impossible to sink here, folks.
Buoyancy. Humans are buoyant. Yep.
Yeah. Healing properties.
Right.
Manitou has always been known for that.
Wait, so Dad, if it's healing water, is it gonna heal this little scrape red thing on my knee, or is it gonna burn like the devil?
I have lots of stories.
Dad,
Yes?
is it gonna burn like the devil, and heal it, or is it just gonna burn like the devil?
You'll see. Primary sources.
Oh, jeez.
They're all from local stuff, which is awesome. Okay.
Dude, that girl is mad.
Which one? Oh, she probably got salt water in her eyes. You don't want to get this water in your eyes.
I don't
So,
wanna-
okay, here's something I didn't know about.
drown now.
I didn't realize that Watrous had an actual shrimp company at one time. I always wondered if they did because of the brine shrimp in the lake. I'm like, well, there's tons of brine shrimp. Why isn't somebody harvesting them? Turns out that they did. If you guys want to pause and read that there. They did have a factory. We'll come over here
You want some souvenir salt? You want
and we'll talk some more about the brine shrimp. It's not fish, right?
Dad,
Hey, what?
can we go to the lake and get some salt to take home?
Can you let me finish making my video?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a video and she's just being annoying today, folks.
I just want some salt to take home.
So, alright. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I didn't realize that there was an actual an actual shrimp company here, which is really cool. As you can see, they tore it down in 2013, but like, you know, I've been going here since the early 80s, and I had no idea about this. So I wonder if somebody could start that up again. Like, look at harvested in 2012, and it'd still be okay. They could still hatch. So that's a jar of brine shrimp. Like, that is so cool. The things you don't know about in your backyard, really, folks, unless you get out there and travel. Like, I had no idea unless I came today. So, but then here we go, the bathhouses and clinics. Right. Before, like, they had the pools and stuff like that, and before it was, like, kind of regulated, everybody had a building with heated lake water, and they were like, oh, you know, mine is better than the next. You have this, come here, I'll help you. I'll help with your rheumatoid arthritis or your eczema, or I'll help with your muscle and nerve pain and sciatics, and, you know, snake oil, pretty much, right? So sauna and steam baths, right? It helps with nervousness. The different kinds of therapeutics. So, it's just basically the evolution of the spa, right? The first people started in 1890, Johnston Sanatorium, and then it went to the Browns, you know, Lake Manitou, all that kind of stuff. Well, I'm only going by what it says right there. I know nothing otherwise, so about dates or anything like that. I'm just saying 1920s on that one, 20s on that one. So, yeah, all the different kinds. This one is opened by a nurse from Scotland. Like this one here, this one here. What does it say? Oh, it's the same one. They just changed it up, I guess. So, yeah. So that's basically the evolution of what's going on down there. and what's in it for you, hey? Well, tell us here. Right? The best time to harvest salt. And I can remember my grandparents coming home, and we'd bring home pails and pails of the salt. And I never understood why. And now, as I'm older and I soak in Epsom salts like all the time because of because I hurt. And the number one ingredient, magnesium sulfate, Epsom salt, right from the lake. And this is all natural, so it would be way better than what we buy anywhere else. So I might grab some when we're there. I can remember being like that. I can remember that. So it's all about the water. You don't want to get the stuff in your eyes, though. Yeah, well, multitudes have told their relief from illnesses such as arthritis, eczema, skin conditions, healings, wounds, everything. Oh yeah, that person definitely got it in the eyes or in the nose or something. That's the face. And now it's a tourist attraction place, so pretty cool. Here's all the old, you know, the old products, I guess you'd call them. In the earlier days of the lake oils and all the Manitou muds, and you can actually buy the water, stuff like that, souvenir stuff, surf salt. So I can remember my grandparents also taking pails of water home. So mineral salts, Manitou Lake Epsom salt. Yeah, and if you guys know, because I'm like, I heard a lot, this is like the best place to be. Little Manitou crystals. So, okay. Now, we're into the tourism attractions. Will it float? Yes, you will not sink. After we're done swimming, we're going to get an interview from Haley, and she'll tell us how she enjoyed it. So, to dive deeper, yeah, it's hard to dive and actually sink in this water. It really is. Here's kind of a good view of the lake from here. All right. Manitou Beach, 1924, the west end, and then it's the east end. So Yeah, as a kid, me and we used to swim across. And it's not impossible. It really isn't. And here's some more info about Manitou Beach. And then we start getting into the tourism aspect of it, and the photo postcards, and an early real postcard of Manitou Beach from 1908. That's how long people have been postcarding it and stuff from here. So these are also real postcards, I believe. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Invention of a different camera that allowed for postcards created a boom. Kind of like how cell phones and video allowed more people to get out there and start documenting and making content. Awesome. So here's the attractions of Manitou Beach. We'll start on the East Beach, which became the shrimp plant, which is now gone. White's Pool, the chutes, pier, all that, dance land. And I think here's where the spa is, and then dance land's way over here. Manitou Beach Hotel. I think. So, men's change rooms, the merry-go-round, that's pretty cool. McLaughlin Beach in the 20s, like just, there's so much history here. Frontal Park, Camp Easter Seal, which is just up the road there, which is an amazing place. It's still, like, kind of looks the same, I believe. I believe it actually does still look the same. So, here we go. The chalet. Tourists. Yeah, like this is just a video of what you see when you come here. That is so cool. One of the biggest, what is it, one of the biggest tourist places? It's like, honestly, I've met people from all over the world here growing up, and it's pretty cool. So Camp Easter Seal, amazing, beautiful building. Like, absolutely amazing. Here's some documents on it here. A lodge of 15 cabins. It was originally a park. And then they accessibilities. And you know what? It's perfect. Perfect place because of the water, the healing water. This is the perfect place for it. I never knew that. Wow. Might have to come here and take a tour of this place, honestly, folks. That's amazing. Hudson Bay Club. Popular destinations for company employees. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow. 1931. Big was all came in on the train. Cool. Alright, next up, we'll go in through here. Alright, I had to cut that. Clip was like 20 minutes long. Alright. This is like I said, this place is cool. We got the Jubilee Drive-In. I remember this as a kid. I'm not sure if it's still open or not, but here's some of the big film reels, like actual film reels. They're huge. We got some film here still on it. I don't know what movie that could be. Pretty neat. So G.I. Joe, Retaliation, The Big Wedding, Oblivion, 2013. Huh. It's almost like 2013 is when everything kind of And it ended? I'm not sure. CinemaScope lens. Jeepers. Drive-in speakers. Splicer. That's the cut and add in movie stuff, like to put like reels together. I know what that is. I've used one of those before. So I wonder whose cars these are. Because that's a real plate. That's a real plate. I don't know if that's a real plate. It might be, but I know the 69 RS and the 63 Rag are. So cool, cool. And here we go. Okay. And then the Roxy. Yeah. Traveling rings. Yeah. I remember these. Kind of like monkey bars going over the water. It was awesome. Yeah, like the rings. And the chalet pool. Yeah. The rafters I never got to do. I unfortunately it burned down a year before I was born, the chalet, but I've heard so many stories of it. That rings I didn't do here. I did a different pool. Maxwell's Amusements had them. So here is a little bit more info from downstairs. The trains. The amazing builder, Mr. Orrin McIntosh. So absolutely cool. Here's a little bit of a video of some of the stuff. So you can probably find more of this out on the website for the Watrous Heritage Center. So I think he made all of this stuff. Like all these, I think he made too. So, but anyways, we're gonna go around. We'll start here. The pools, the chalet that started in 1930, but we'll start, I guess, right here. This is the first pool that was here, White's. And then I think my grandparents were at that. Went to that one. And then I think the chalet. Or the chalet was, no, I guess they wouldn't have came to the White's. White's was gone. Chalet was. So you guys can see. I'm not gonna really talk much because I don't really know anything about this. I just know that this is an awesome place and I've come here forever. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, see there's the ladder. Stuff like that. And the mineral spa, which is there today, which opened in '87. So it's pretty cool. Oh, it wasn't opened in '87. It's '88 grand opening. So I was 4 when it opened. Okay. Pretty neat. And that's it today. And that's where we're going to be heading right away. So it's pretty cool, the old layouts and stuff. And Mr. Orrin's models. It's about a 2-minute video. So it's pretty neat. But here is the chalet pool that burned down in 1983. You guys can see in there. You can see those rings that they're talking about that go across. So and the rafters. So that's a pretty cool building. Pretty cool model, it really is. And then the most famous, one of the most famous things about Manitou has got to be, aside from the water and the pool, is dance land. And we'll talk about that here shortly. There's a nice big aerial view from 1955. Okay, the dance halls. This is what kind of Manitou's kind of more famous for nowadays, I guess. Or well, has always been famous for. Well, the pool, between the water and this, they're like tied, I guess. So, but dance land. Okay. This place is amazing. It has seen some famous names. So, you guys can see. Apparently, from what I've actually seen, now, I could totally be wrong, but I've seen stuff about this. Johnny Cash has actually performed here. From what I've seen online and have read, it was during their something with their Canadian tour when they were on their way to Saskatoon or something. So I could be totally wrong, but I've seen that more than once. I've heard of that more than once from people who were actually there. So this is cool. But like I said, I could be totally wrong. The arcade pavilion. Like, this was a happening place, and like 100 years ago, this was a happening place, man. Happening place. It still is. But yeah, now back to the dance land. What makes it so famous is the horsehair tail coils underneath the floor. Like, it's hard to explain. You have to be here, or you have to go there and actually kind of be on it, but it's got a bounce to it. So, and it's the original same building as it's been, sorry Haley, since 1930. It's like the same. Maybe we'll drive by it. We'll see. Kind of check out this map here to see where things are. So, but yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So 1959, like it's band concert stuff. But like I said, I could be totally wrong about that, but I've heard that from a lot of different people. So there's basically what it looks like inside. It's beautiful. Like, it's absolutely insane. Here's a QR code. You can pause and scan if you want. So, but then here we got a Manitou Beach timeline. For the 1900s here. You guys can pause and read along. $1900s. Well, of course there'd be indigenous people. It's Canada. Saskatchewan, of course there's indigenous everywhere, especially around water. But here's more of them look like the first visitors, I guess, or settlers. The 1910s. More people start coming down because of the water. The 1920s. pretty cool. In the 30s. Like, I just love the old architecture. Oh, I'm going too fast for you guys. 40s. This is crippling. It hurts so much, but hey. The 50s. Camp Easter Seal started. That's pretty cool. In the 60s. '70s. Oh, the mini golf course. All the pillars that fell down during a windstorm. In the 80s. That's the new pool. Pretty cool. Wish I would have a picture of the chalet when it burned. But whatever. Look at the 90s, the hotel, and the shrimp boats. Which, yeah, I didn't even know about. Like, crazy. The 2000s. There's Dance Land. Plenty 10s. Oh yeah, that's when everything flooded. I remember coming down here for that with Haley's older sister, the mom, in the 2020s, which we're not going to talk about. So, then we got the Jewish presents, of course, right? They're everywhere. I won't say anything, but alright, and then we're through here, back into the main foyer. We got stuff from 1935. Pretty cool. And then over here we got answers on the back of the numbers, like what the things are. Horse muzzle. So most of the stuff we know what it is. Like toasters and stuff like that, right?
To be fair, who does not know what a toaster is?
Well, those toasters, people don't know what.
How do you even work that thing?
See? You don't know how I do. I know how to work it. You open the sides and you put your bread in and then you sandwich it.
Okay, well you're also a lot older than me, so...
I can't really see.
Hey, are you supposed to be touching that?
So, but here we got an old switchboard. When telephones used to be this, and now I'm filming you guys on a telephone. So, we have future communications. Let's we'll check this out here. The land office's map. That's pretty cool. Strasbourg, Gouliers, Southey's right there. Watrous right there. Little Manitou Lake's up there. Cool, cool, cool. Look at the typewriter that they use in their law office. Pretty neat. The machine you will eventually buy. Well, eventually they did, hey? But Underwood Typewriter Co., New York. Made in Canada. So maybe it was made in Ontario and then shipped over to New York. So anyways, let's head into the radio station room and check out some really cool stuff. Alright folks, we're in the broadcasting radio room, which some people don't know this, but Watrous had a radio station as well. Part of the CBC network of radio stations, I believe. So we got this. I got the tower destroyed. Oh, we lost the tower. Okay, let me read this stuff here. You guys can read it too. 76 tower came down. This was. I wonder if this was. Don't tell me what that is. A spare insulator. That's what that is. It's a spare insulator. So the tower rests on an insulator. You guys can see right there. Porcelain cone. Oh, it can handle 70 tons? So basically this thing is upside down. That end into the ground, that end attached to the tower? That's cool. We'll take a closer look at that model and see what we can see. But here's when I'm gonna start getting rid of it. You guys can pause anytime and zoom in and read if you need. So, which is pretty cool. All the Radio 540. Huh. That's cool. One of those, the gap bulbs, discharge tower straight, lightning strikes. Okay. Cool. Beacon light covers. So it's on top of the tower, and there's a light you see flashing. There's a bulb there, and there's a cover. That's cool. Transmitters. That would be I'm thinking that's an award. That would have to be an award. RCA transmitters. Old phones. Porcelain insulator. So that is what was left over from when that blew up there. So, oh, we got the elevator working. That's cool.
Dad, there's people here now.
Yeah, that's fine. So, there's stuff from the fallout shelter. Hello. More fallout shelter stuff. That's cool. All these little, look at all these transmitter bulbs. That's neat.
Do you post these videos somewhere? Or?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I do. I try to do all the museums I can in Saskatchewan and
cool. Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah.
So, this is awesome. The old transmitter building inside. Offices. Now it sucks that none of these places are still around to actually go in and look at. But this is.
Well, the models help.
They do big time, yeah.
Yeah, my dad built all these models.
He's very amazing at doing that.
Yeah.
I couldn't get over how well.
They're pretty accurate.
Oh, the trains are absolutely insane. Like the rockets and like wow.
Yeah, the rocket is nice. Yeah.
Like the time, the dedication, just the forethought, the amount of hours on a lathe, just.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. Like I did machine work as a background before I got hurt, and it was just unbelievable.
And of course, when he started doing the buildings, he had built. He was used to doing very intricate.
Yeah, this is absolutely.
Work, so, but they're all
scale accurate.
Are all as close to accurate as as he could do, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them, all he had was photos and stuff.
So, that is crazy, and like this is the detail, like how the floor that was here when you walk in is
exactly
represented. It's not one piece is missed. So I still think it's crazy how the towers are held up by those little posts.
It sat on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is insane. That little tiny piece of
Well,
Could handle 70
you can
tons.
see how thick it is, because
Yeah.
that's the one
That
the
broke.
tower came down, yeah.
That's still
Yeah, it's a
insane.
lot of weight.
Oh, yeah.
Because the old tower was, each face was 9 feet.
Okay. Ah.
The new one is narrower than the old one.
Yeah, that is awesome. And stuff like that people don't even realize that that was going on here. Like Watrous has got such a history for Saskatchewan.
You know,
There's like a central.
There's when it came down, some of the lower pieces didn't get damaged too badly.
Oh yeah.
Some of them are in, a guy just outside of Allen has a hangar.
Oh, okay.
He built a roof. He had the
Use them as structures.
Yeah, he's got pieces of the old tower on either end, and that holds up his roof beam.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I went out to see them. I mean, it's kind of cool that they are.
That is neat.
Part of a building. Yeah.
That is cool. That's awesome. The repurpose.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They certainly would hold up that roof without problem.
Oh yeah. Like the fact that most of the stuff still survived, and they had the forethought to keep it. You know, when they were gutting the buildings and tearing them apart, because we live in such a throwaway culture nowadays that it's just like throw it away.
Well, we have a lot of stuff that we just can't.
So.
We're gonna have to get rid of. It's big stuff that we could never display or anything.
Well, it's always like
They
what?
took everything they could.
Yeah.
Because you don't, at the time, that's your only chance. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The old insulation. Now we use foam.
Oh no, that's sound.
Yeah, but now we use like foam board. It's like almost like egg crate for sound.
Oh yeah.
And for
the
sound
new
ending.
stuff,
Yeah. This. Yeah, back when it was probably made out of asbestos.
I don't think that stuff is, no. And of course the rooms had to be copper shielded because they were right across the hall from the transmitter. So.
Yeah. That could have been bad.
Yeah, but when you opened and of course the doors had copper, they had brass seals around them, right, for RF.
Really?
When you opened the door, the whole room, the copper.
It's like the CK just outside Regina there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like that. I don't know if it still is, but
I mean, when you open the door, the vacuum, the copper, that copper foil.
Yeah.
You'd hear it breathe when you went in that room.
That's awesome. I was always worried about static when I walked in. It was like, I hated working there.
It's too dry, I guess.
Yeah. That's awesome. Like they don't make things like they used to. They really don't. Like nothing. Everything nowadays that they build's got no character. It's just square.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
this had the Art Deco. Like they did.
Oh yeah, the
you know.
round,
Yeah.
round corners and everything. Yeah. They don't do that anymore.
No, like it was stylish.
Yeah.
So no one takes pride in their work. Yeah, there's that tower. Yeah, I still can't get over that. Just that piece of porcelain holds it up.
Yeah.
Like 70 tons.
The thing, now it didn't move very much.
So,
if it did move, like when the tornado ripped it apart, that's what happens. But
it's insane.
Yeah.
That is awesome. All right, next on, I believe, is the schoolroom. I think. Was next door?
Yeah.
Awesome. This is awesome. Got the tower. So yeah, the school. Watrous history. This is the kind of stuff that we like as well. That's awesome. Mr. McIntosh is here to show us, talk about all the cool stuff. Billy. Look at all that. Like, I always was worried, like, being a little guy, pitching hay, look at that belt. You get a little bit too close, you're going for a ride. Like, it would pull you.
What time is it?
It's almost time to be done and head.
1:23.
Yeah, we already got to head pretty soon and head down to the pool, but it just shows us all the pioneers, how they came to the Watrous area. Which, like, you look at this stuff and then you look at the pool, like the Manitou area, and it's like, which was settled first? It's like they were settled almost at the same time. old school. Like look at look at the dome on the roof. Like that is insane.
Yeah.
They don't make. There's like kind of a better picture of it with the side, and yeah, they don't make stuff like they used to. Tore it down in '67. Little stamp. Oh, embossing seals. Okay. Hospital. And that's the hospital now. Pretty cool. Doctor's bags and stuff. I didn't remember seeing much of this side when we were over here. The fire hall. That's a neat hat. Doctor's bag of little serums and what it looked like in '56. Manitou is down there, I believe. That'd be where the hospital was. Hotel, when we came in, we went up this way, so we're right about here now. So it's pretty cool. It's cool to see this, and then you see where like things are still in town. Neat. And the churches. Oh, there's a model church in here too. Again, Mr. Orrin McIntosh, an amazing builder. Like, wow. Like doing like the scale RC stuff that we do, that is just way better. Like even like look at this. Look at this. There's. Well, we got more people coming. So we're gonna have to hurry this up, I think, folks. But you know, I like to spend my time at my museums, checking them out, and especially when you don't expect to run into people. It just is what it is. This is cool. Main Street Watrous. I'm guessing it's from the train station north, maybe, or train station, yeah. This is awesome. The old pictures behind stuff too. This is just so much going on. It's just everywhere. And we still gotta head down to the creek yet, or the lake yet. Awesome. Okay, now we got this over here. The railroad route stuff. More awesome trains. The alphabet line. We talked about this a little bit when we were in Lanigan. The one line and where the towns get its name from. We're gonna be checking out Nokomis here in the future. So, in Watrous. Okay, so it just came from the guy's name. Cool. Young. So basically, town names weren't really that creative back in the day. They were just named after people. So, the old train stations. I like that, this old history, you guys know that. Old train stations and old just history. The Royal Visit. You guys can pause that if you want and read it. So, pretty crazy. What do we got here? Transmitter tubes and equipment bound for the ride by train. Oh, okay, right there. Transmitter tubes. That's cool. in its original travel crate. Jeepers. That is insane. Alright, more Watrous train station stuff. Then we got some more amazing models, like how our elevator works. All these models, like, Jesus. Sorry, but this looks insane. Yeah, looking north. Wow. The amount of detail. Wow. How the coal station worked. It's like kind of like a grain elevator, but for coal. Cool, cool. The CN dogs. Pretty cool. The roundhouse. They had a roundhouse here? No way. Huh. That's neat. I didn't see that anywhere on the thing. Huh. Cool. Handy cars. And then over here, we've got the family room. You know, old typewriters and that kind of jazz. In here, with their Legion type of room. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. Says the artillery, it's nuts. Gas masks and stuff. In honor of all the men and women who never made it home. Couldn't have done this without you. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now if it wasn't for all the men and women who went and served for us. So I'm very grateful to that. You guys can pause that and read it at any time. Yes, always remember. It's just Veterans Day. I don't know why we always have to add extra words to make things seem special. We're all people. Right? It doesn't matter. Like, what are they gonna have? Do we have a separate day for like white veterans, black veterans, Mexican veterans? We're all veterans. It doesn't matter. Skin color doesn't matter. You're a veteran, you're a veteran. Like, it doesn't matter to begin with. People put too much emphasis on that stuff. And they need to stop. Right, Haley?
Sure.
People put way too much emphasis on that kind of stuff. So watch all the elevators. Makes you wonder how many of these are still around. Because we destroy a lot of elevators here in Saskatchewan.
Ours is still here.
Tell you how it works. Ours is still here because ours is a community, privately owned one. Right, and then over here is where we end off the video portion, this portion of it, I guess, or portion. The old radios and look at those earphones, Haley. Look at those earbuds.
Oh.
That's what those are. Headphones.
Oh man, Batman isn't up there.
That is awesome. Batman's not outside no more?
No, I wish he was. Batman.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So,
Dang.
municipalities. It's actually a really nice day.
I wanna go out in the water.
Watrous post office. Yeah, we're gonna head there right away, Haley.
Also, I googled it and it can't dissolve clothes. It'll just leave a bad impact on them, making them stiff and gross.
Remember what I've always told you about Googling stuff? No, why would you not listen to somebody who's been there a million times over Google, who's never been there to begin with?
Clothes dissolve on you.
Yes. Okay, what do we hang on? Quiet, I'm trying to. I'm busy working. Hello. Alright, this is all stamp stuff, post office stuff. pretty neat. And then here we've got more museum stuff. They mentioned something about there being like a list of like so many museums like that we have here. So but I'll have to find out more info about that, which we will do here when we hit her. So, but I think that wraps up the Heritage Center. We will see you guys down now, probably at the lake. Or what is that over here? More CBC stuff. Well, this is cool. This is cool. That's a cool picture. I wonder if somebody could buy a reproduction of this print. That is so cool. That is awesome. Alright, and with that, guys, we will leave it there. And we'll see you guys probably when we're heading down to the lake. Alright, folks. As we were just, thanking the amazing ladies here, amazing staff at the Watrous Heritage Museum, or Heritage Center, they gave us a little gift bag just to show our thanks for filming. It does cost money to enter, but I will say that they did not charge me because I'm filming.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
But it does cost, I think it was about like $7 or $8 for an adult and like $3 for a student or something like that. So just so you guys know, they run off of donations. So let's take a peek here at what's all inside this amazing little gift bag while I let my vehicle warm up, and then we'll head to the Manitou. We got stitches and steams. Oh, sorry. Tranquil. Okay, 25% off. Little sample. It's pretty neat. Really good quality there. We've got Saskatchewan Folks.
An old man.
Another amazing local artist. Pretty cool. And inside, oops, sorry, folks. We've got just more coupons, I guess. Just dollars off coupons. We've got a big Spirit of Manitou Studio Trail things coming up. It's a big art show, big art festival is basically what it is. So help promote them. Here you guys go. Come join the Spirit. I don't know where we're going to be. Emmy has a birthday party July 12th. I know that. So we'll see if we can make it. So fingers crossed. We got some more art studio stuff. It's a big art event. And that's what we all have in here is just a whole bunch of artsy, awesome design stuff. Oops, sorry. Like crystals. We got more 10% off stuff, coupons, Beechwood products. We got like a little hot pot pad cozy thing.
It's pretty.
Yes, I see Haley wants something. We got. Oh, here we go. That goes to this. Sentimental treasures for quilting. We've got another. I guess I'm trying to read this at the same time here. I'm guessing it has some naturally grown vegetables, stained glass, and vegetables and stuff. So, pretty cool. So, awesome little gift basket from the people here. It's amazing. Here's some wood burning stuff, 10% off. Wow, such an amazing group of people. Watrous, what can I say? Whether it be the car show or the Heritage Center,
Or even Batman.
or even seeing Batman, this community has something very special to it. Aside from what we're about to see now.
Okay.
Yeah, Haley's just seeing some pretty crazy rednecky stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna put this stuff away, and we'll see you guys down at the lake. Alright, folks. We're here. It's 60. There's lots of traffic, but my check engine light is on again. Oh, 40.
Oh, this is scary, man.
Oh yeah, this is, oh.
What's that? Oh my god.
Yeah, turn the radio down. Yeah, it gets pretty hairy down here.
Oh my god, it's so pretty, but like terrifying.
Oh yeah, people I don't think are pulling the right scope of
Whoa.
how nuts this actually is.
Whoa, whoa.
So yeah, it's awesome down here.
And you used to come down here with old trucks
Yep.
all the time? That is not it, right?
No, this isn't it.
Holy!
This ain't
Why
the
so
street,
many hills? Why
but
so many hills? Why so many hills?
I wanted to come down the side road
Oh my god.
to kind of give people. Oh yeah, it's we're we're angled. We are angled.
Oh my god, the water. Is that like the lake you used to swim across?
This is the lake, yes, Haley.
Whoa.
Hey, look, the Trailblazer.
Hey, look. Wow. Hey, can we get some salt from here?
But yes, this is. I'm driving all over the fucking road like an idiot. Oh, they got the berm up.
Berm? What the heck's a berm?
Yeah, that's because of the water.
Floods.
It flooded a couple years ago, so it fucking bermed out. Hopefully, we can get a place to park
Non-smoking.
and go in the pool. Otherwise, it's looking really fucking busy today here.
Oh no.
Like insanely busy.
Yeah, but a lot of people could be
So,
like over there.
anyways, guys, we'll find a place to park, and we'll let you know. All right, folks, we spawned. There's Haley at Manitou Spring Spa. We're gonna go have a swim. Where I parked is kind of how you doing? Getting out. It's kind of fucky, but whatever. The lake is absolutely beautiful today. Lots of people here. It's about to rain, so yeah, we're getting a good. It's about to rain really good. So
It is raining, though.
let's get inside. All right, folks. Just went for quite a long swim, couple hours. Look at my shoulder. Look at all the. Look at my shoulder. That is insane. Like, it usually would be killing me really bad right now, but pretty crazy. Haley is all tired. She had a good time swimming so far. The pool, absolutely perfect in here. We got the main pool, and then we got a colder pool over there. So couldn't have asked for a better time. We're gonna hang out for a little bit more, and then we'll see you guys outside. All right, folks, we just left across the street there. Show this beautiful view, the beach. Amazing lake. So, but now we're gonna go have some supper, and I will see you guys back at the shop to probably end the video there. So, see you then. All right, folks, came to eat at the same place that we've come to eat forever, and they don't do dine-in no more. Apparently, it's just takeout. Fucking bullshit. So, well, we're gonna head back now, and I'll remember now when I come here. That's a spot off the list of stops, so one less place to get my money. Anyways, we'll be back in probably when we get back to town, I'm guessing. All's not lost, folks. Just walk down the street to a place called Peachwood? Pepperwood, I think it is. And they do take it, they're sitting dining, so it's really nice in here. Like, it's a nice restaurant. Haley's drinking her juice. How was the pool?
Hot.
Hot? Did you enjoy it? Yeah. Yeah, I did too. I can't wait to bring Emmy back. So, but we're just gonna.
I want to go into the cold one.
Well, we'll see. So we're just gonna grab something to eat here, and then hit the road back home. I think a fella might get himself some dry ribs, because I gotta drive and I don't need my guts exploding. Food came. What do you think, Haley?
Good.
Looks good.
It's steaming.
Looks good to me too. I'm gonna dive in, and then we got a spot to head after this, right? Yep. One more spot before we head home. All right, folks. Just leaving a place here called, what was it, Hugsy's?
Hugsy's place.
Buddy of mine from Southey owns it. It's got a lot. It's basically like an American store here in Watrous. Pretty cool. I was gonna film inside, but you know, there's lots and lots of people in there, respect their privacy. So we are gonna head back to town now. and we will end the video there. But it's been an amazing day in Watrous. Hope you guys had fun coming along with us, checking out the Heritage Museum, checking out all the stuff down in Manitou and all that kind of jazz. So we'll be back here in a couple weeks for the car show, but otherwise we're good to go there. And yeah, but otherwise we're going to probably end this clip, and we'll see you guys in like a couple hours when I get back to town.
Hold on, Dad. It's really carbonated. I need to open it.
She got a boba. Oh, she got a boba.
Oh, it's...
Did you shake it?
Yeah, shake it.
Okay, good. I was gonna grab a liquid death, but I gotta drive. So
Yum.
Denali's looking good. It's done well. Let's head back, kiddo.
I'm going to the back.
You're going to the back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
We'll see you guys when we get to Southey. Alright folks, we just made it back. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. Also, huge thank you to the ladies over there at the Heritage Center in Watrous. It's been I'm exhausted. It's a 2-hour drive one way, 2-hour drive back, and after soaking in the pool and eating some amazing food, a guy is just tired. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of, I'm just grabbing stuff out of the truck. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of our, little father-daughter adventure me and Haley had. So, don't really know, I think what's next on the channel. I think we got some car shows coming up. I grabbed some stuff while I was there. Picked up some Epsom salts. Amazing stuff. I grabbed my mom some too, because, being the good son that I am, that's just what I do. So, yeah. Anyways, folks, I'm beat. Also, I want to thank Mr. McIntosh's son, the guy who did all of the models. He just randomly showed up during our tour there, and this was an amazing guy. It just goes to show you that you never know who you're gonna run into. You really don't. So again, like I said, I want to thank everybody who made today happen. And yeah, I was kind of disappointed when I got the pool isn't exactly how it was before. There's been a lot of really shitty renovations done. Honestly, you can tell, and the amount of money that they pull in, well, cutting corners, right? It is what it is. It's business. I get it, but the memories are still there. Going down to the lake part of it, hanging out with Haley for a bit there was pretty fun. Sharing some memories, and then going for the Chinese food, that made me sad, because that was a pinnacle. Literally for my whole life, we've gone to that same restaurant, and I was gonna sit in the same spot that I always did and order the same thing I've ordered literally for 40 years, right? And now they do take out different management, different owners, and it's just not the same. But we found a new spot. Right? There's always a positive. We smoked a bird on the way home. That was pretty cool. But yeah. Anyways, I am beat. I'm gonna go in now and watch some TV with the kid, and relax. Just chill out. So I think next video we're in Fort Qu'Appelle for their car show, and then I had some work that I was doing to the Denali that. Things got busy. That video's got to get finished up too, and we got some other stuff going on. I'm not going to be able to attend Q-Bar's car show this year, unfortunately. I've got other stuff that come up that's way important, really important to me and my kids, so we're going to be doing that instead. We got Yorkton's Western Development Museum coming up, just Nokomis, Govan, whole bunch of museums and stuff coming up too. So if that's what you guys are into, make sure you drop a comment or a like, a subscribe would be awesome. So until next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Love you. God bless. And I guess you're seeing this probably Canada Day, so happy Canada Day. Alright folks, before I can actually officially end the video, there's a couple of edits I gotta quickly make. What I thought was, our cabin growing up turned out to be friends of my grandparents. I guess that they were friends since the 60s, and they just let us always use it. So yeah, we never got to stay there whenever we wanted, type of thing. So secondly, I was telling Ma about how when The old pool burned down, and she's in the 80 before I was born, and she kind of looked at me weird. She's like, "No, you were in that pool." So we'll we're gonna say that for another day. We're gonna do a dedicated video to Manitou. One of these videos coming up here. We're gonna go back and we're gonna check out the whole area, the Easter seals, dance land, where the shrimp boat area was, like everything. We're gonna check it out, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Next video, I guess I'm at the fort, so stay tuned for that. Canada Day, and from there we're just gonna keep on keeping on. So I just have to put that in there. Anyways, guys, till next time, take care of yourselves. Love you. God bless. And remember, things aren't that bad, really. You just gotta stay positive.